Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Swift. He finds an opening past the 40. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 37-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. That is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Stidham. One that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man has got it, complete. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The 7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete.
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, well, he should have.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Stidham. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time. Now they'll throw here out of the gun toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but we know we're trying to build up to be the first division leaders.
It guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On first down, Patton will find Swift out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. Third down here.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw on third down, Patton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And 12 at the 17-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Stidham will hand here to Michelle. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On third down, Stidham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Off the play fake. Patton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On second down, Swift. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Back to throw. Patton. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
At the 12-yard line.
Tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
Brings up second and a yard.
They'll run here with Swift. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They begin with Michel on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First down, Patriots.
Now it's the backup Stafford. posse.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Stafford.
Catch is made by Harry.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are back within a score.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's a toss play right to Swift.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Play action. Patton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Patton. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damiere Byrd, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Patton. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Following the fumble recovery, Patton. In the air, now it's intercepted. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Lions.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, you know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Trying to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
On third down, Patton in trouble on the horizontal. It's in the end zone loose. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
Bullock good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a two-score swing that you just gave up.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Patton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Patton. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Green to bring it back. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
On on second down, Michel. He will push his way down to about the 14. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
And it's Michel once again. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4... you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On 1st and 10. Patton under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, Patton. Being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds. Incomplete. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. He may get a So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. A quick throw completed with flat out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Patriots 42, Lions 21.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a carry for Swift. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Once again, it's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Patriots 42, Lions 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw to Michelle on the screen. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Complete to Sony.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his 1st catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
They give it off here to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Patriots.
Now Stidham. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
22 yards. And the Patriot 1st down.
We're on to the 4th here with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCoy. And a return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Off play action. Patton. Throw here is incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Running is Swift. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Patton. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Throwing on 1st down. Patton. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
4 yards.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, He's got second and third down to fall back on.
Throwing again on second and 10. Patton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. He'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Patriots 42, Lions 35.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Return. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll look to throw. Got his man, that's Harry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Yeah, they're going to try to eat some clock with Michel. But I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, it's Michel. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get into it a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
It's a
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Michel, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On first down, Patton. Pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Today's final score, Patriots.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that